Alright, hi guys, Brian here. Today I want to give you my quick impressions of SH Figuarts Frieza, my favorite of the Dragon Ball Z villains. My favorite form of him too. I love the thin, lithe look, hiding how much power he truly has. But first, let's take a look at what he comes with. Unfortunately, he's a little back heavy due to the tail, so you have to lean him forward and lean his torso back. But you can get him to stand. Anyway, with what he has, he comes with a Tamashii stage. So if you have noticed some pictures that I've used with some of these stuff in it, this is similar. This is, I think, the Act 4 stage. So they're good. He comes with a rock with these feet are actually detachable, but a rock for him to stand on. And these feet are specifically made for this rock. They have little ports on them that plug into very specific holes, and I drop. And like you can actually see the feet imprint of which feet are supposed to go where. So the right foot goes right there, and the left foot goes right there. I generally just leave these feet on here just to keep them stored. But this is a cool little rock. I like stuff like this. He comes with the second tail, which actually has a joint in the middle of it, and you can actually pull it off. And I'm sure you will see later why you would want to have a tail. And no, it's not for eating. He also comes with the plethora of hands. Well, actually, I suppose plethora is probably not the right word. Comes with, 3 extra pairs of hands. He's got his Death Ball hand here. The hand that I currently have on him, I don't know specifically what it is. Maybe it's the finger that he's supposed to use for something that I'll use later. And he also comes with some extra feet to grab hold of a nearby Krillin's head. I don't know why he's pleased about this, but it can happen. So I like that he comes with extra feet. Although I do have to point out, Mr. Toriyama, if you have an animal with 3 fingers on one limb, shouldn't he have 3 on the other limb? I'm sure there's probably some biological example of this phenomenon, but in my mind, he should have 3 fingers on his hand. I also think that would have been a cooler aesthetic for him. Anyway, just turn the box around for you. Typical SH Figuarts packaging on the back of the box. Hey, he comes with this stuff. Hey, he's got a picture. Hey, just normal, what you expect stuff. So, it's a box. So as far as articulation goes on Frieza, he's got the same basic articulation as all the other Figuarts. His head is on a ball joint and can do whatever you want. It's on a neck joint that can move a little bit, but not really all that much. His shoulders can move around, his arms can move around, and that occasionally happens. But while I'm sure this is unintentional and I could easily fix it, because basically all it is just another peg that I can stab this onto. Just a little bit of super glue on that would fix it. It's such a non-issue to me that I don't bother fixing it. Really, that's happened probably, let's say 4 times now total. So, that's not really a common thing. It probably happened a little more than that. But anyway, it hasn't happened very often. Anyway, onto his articulation. His arms are pretty well jointed. Oh, it almost happened again. And his wrists and hands are perfectly jointed for what they should be. His waist has a joint, his abs have a joint, although this chest piece does tend to get in the way a bit, so, well, maybe not that get in the way, but it does definitely hinder his articulation. That's as far bending forward as he can go. His legs have the standard SH Figuarts articulation. They can pull down to go farther forward and back. But other than that, they're on a ball joint, so they can do basically anything you want with them. His knees have double joints. His feet are a big ball joint. No toe or anything on him because he comes with extra feet that have the toe articulation, basically. Well, not toe articulation, but toe posing. His tail is on a ball joint and a swivel joint on its own, so it can do almost anything you want, and it can pull out because there's two of them. And on this one, the long one, you do have the joint in the middle that you can rotate this around. Not quite sure how they could have made the tail more flexible without compromising it or making it like a wire thing, and I wouldn't have wanted that. The only major complaint is that the tail does make him rather back heavy. So to get him to stand, even with the shorter tail, which by the way, why is the tail different lengths? The answer to that question is because they do different things in the show, so it has to be different lengths. This tail was made to hold on to someone's neck. Anyway, so to get him to stand straight, you kind of have to lean him forward. Actually, to get him to stand, you have to lean him forward. Because he's back heavy. Because he has a big, huge tail. And so to get him to stand, you can't have him straight up, because that will just make him fall back. So you have to lean him forward, and then lean him back. And then he stands. So he looks a little weird, but if you keep that in mind when posing him, he's not going to be too much of an issue for you. And that's basically it for his articulation. Standard SH Figuarts articulation, and that means awesomeness. And fabulous! And as you can see, he scales very well. He looks very good with other Figuarts. He's just a really cool figure. I really like him. And this is basically what the rock, the tail, and the fingers are for. To recreate one of his most infamous scenes of killing Krillin. Alright, I took a little liberties with it. He looks kick-ass. Another hidden feature you can do with the tail is you can wrap it around someone's neck. You do it to pop the head off to do so. Yeah, that's a cool little thing. This is the long tail that you just saw with half of it missing. I just reattached it and pops it on there. And he is an awesome looking figure and definitely looks small, but that means he is the perfect size that he's supposed to be. Because he's supposed to be small and not threatening looking almost, to hide how dangerous he actually is. I love that about this Frieza form. So overall, my opinion of Frieza is basically that he's like as near perfect as I can imagine. The only major gripe I have with him is that he doesn't come with enough heads, because the only way to change his face is to change his head, and so he's only got 3 heads, and I never have enough head options, enough facial expressions. Basically, Frieza is kind of the figure that led me down this rabbit hole. He's the one that finally broke the mentality that I was having. Because originally I was just going to buy a Goku figure, and said, I don't need anything else other than Goku. And then I heard about him coming out, Frieza, and said, well, I have to have someone for Goku to fight, and Frieza's my favorite villain. And then I said, well, if I'm going to have Frieza, I might as well have a Vegeta for him to fight as well, and that just kind of led all the way down there. So, Frieza is kind of the one that started it all, other than Goku. So, that's basically my opinion on the figure, guys. I'd like to know what your guys' opinion on him is. What do you think of him in Dragon Ball Z? Who's your favorite villain in Dragon Ball Z? Why are they better than Frieza? Why does Frieza suck? Let me know what you guys think. See ya.